How's it going, everyone? Dan here. We're doing another Minecraft. So last time we started working on this Adventurers Outpost video, and here it is now. It is not my favorite. I just don't like birch wood. On the other hand, I absolutely love the way the library is coming out. But I'm just not a huge fan of this building so far. It's coming out pretty darn cool. This whole thing right here is going to be a glass window. So that's the way I fix it. Instead of having much more birch, I have much more glass. So here's the inside of it. It's not too bad. It's going to be pretty open, and this whole area is going to be open as well. There's going to be a giant chandelier. And then up here is going to be more of the shop area, and right here is get a nice view of the town. You see the wishing well out there, and it's going to be a nice view. But overall, I'm not loving it. The library I absolutely love. I love the way the library was built. Like, I like the way I made the L-shaped. I like how I incorporated this outdoor area. You know, I liked the library so much more. And not to mention, I gave it a curve, so it was a little bit more challenging and a little more interesting to build. But this is just a box, and it's got a bigger box on the outside of it. So it's just I'm not loving it. However, I'm sure it'll look a lot better when it's finished. So with that being said, I have also thought about cutting this giant window in half, making it half the size, and just adding like a small roof right there. I've thought of that too, but if I do that, then it messes with the whole inside of it. Then I can't have that chandelier. Then I can't have the nice view outside. So there's more of an emphasis to have it on the inside as opposed to the outside. So I have to figure out, I have to dress it up on the outside then, if that's the case. I have to give it a little extra flair of something to make it stand out a little bit more. I did change these stone posts into wooden posts. These, I'm not sure I'm playing around with it. I'm gonna give it like a rim on the outside with just the fence, just to see how that looks. I don't know if I'll love that either, but I'm gonna play around with it. But basically, this building, it's alright. It's like I said, I'm not loving it. There's still, I mean, a lot left to do before I even, begin the finishing process of it. But like I said, at this point, I'm not loving it, and I'm not really understanding why. It's probably the whole birch wood color, but I mean, it is what it is. It could be far worse, and it's not bad. The inside is actually, I have to admit, the inside is rather cool. I think I did a pretty decent job with the inside of the building. The way it's arranged is really neat. It's, the way it's, you go up each story and then you see a better view of the world. And I think, not subconsciously, but like that overall message of like the higher you go in life, the more of the world you'll see. I think that overall idea is kind of cool. It's a nice hidden message. But overall, like I said, I'm just not loving it, and it's probably because of the birchwood appearance outside. And as you can see, I gave it a lot of glass. I'm going to give it a lot of glass. I'm giving it a lot of oak wood just to mix it up a little bit, and some cobblestone here and there. But I'm not sure about it. But we'll see. We'll see, because as I say in every video, anything can change. I could like what I'm doing here. I want to give the top a more cobblestone. The sun's already gonna set already. My goodness, thank goodness there's no mobs. I'm giving this whole top portion right here a stone finish instead. Because the bottom part is all stone. Let me make the top all cobblestone as well. Just the little things. I gotta make sure the little things look good. Because like I said, this building there's not much for me personally to love about it. So I'm trying to add whatever an accessory to make it stand out, to give it that extra flair. And I think this might help. I think this will really help with giving it that extra appearance, that extra look, the extra zing to the fire. And we put this right there. There we go. Perfect. So before the sun sets, let's see what this looks like. Stone or wood. Okay, there we go. It looks a little bit better. I'm not loving it still. It's just the birch wood. It's definitely the birch color. I'm just not liking it. What is that? Why is that there? There we go. And then I put that there. There was something I was gonna get rid of. I was gonna get rid of this. Oh wait, no. That is staying. That is staying. Never mind. It's up there. Up there. That's what I'm getting rid of. One thing that I've done with all my buildings, and in this case, I'm reaching this point. All my buildings have a staircase or a ladder reaching the sides of it to get to the top. The reason for this is because I want to be able to have easy access to the roof no matter what building it may be. I feel like it really helps with constructing any new things. It helps with, you know, if for instance a tree is too tall and I need to reach the top branches, it helps with that. It's just overall, I think it's really helpful to have, you know, a building that's really tall or a ladder that reaches the top. So in this case, I will be, this is actually really cool. This is a really high view. This is actually as tall as that pinpoint over there. So this is the tallest point in the whole town right now. This is really cool. I'm looking down on this massive town. There are 2 pigs down there. And so this is just a wonderful view of the entire world that I am building. And in case anyone wants to see, here's the map so far. It is grown exponentially. Excuse me. Exponentially? That's not the right word. It's just grown. It's really growing. It's getting a lot bigger. And so I am just really proud of what we've been doing. We've been getting so much done. And then the next step, of course, is to get this side started as well. So that way we're working our way towards the center of the whole town as opposed to just one side and then working on the other. This all right here will eventually begin to be filled in up to where the mushroom is. This will be filled in so it's no longer water, it's dirt. But as you can see, we still have a lot left to go, but we're not going to focus on filling that lake in just yet. We're going to be focusing on actually building stuff, because building stuff is much better than just watching me, you know, put stuff in. So it's just, yeah. So, yeah. So let's get back over here. Now that it's daytime, we can see what we are doing. There are 2 piggies in here. 2 piggies. Let's... I forgot to get cobblestone, didn't I? Yep. Yep. Let's... well, I guess I'll just have to wait on that then. Well, so let's see. Oh, I cannot do that there. I have to leave this cobblestone right there for that. Well, this is how tall it's going to be. And I'm going to add 1 extra layer of fun to it, because why not? Why not add a little extra fun to it? A little extra fun. A little bit of fun. Yeah, just a wee bit of fun. You put that there, and then we will work on this wall over here. Darn. just a bit. But I will be putting the ladder all along here to the bottom because that is where it's going to go. Do not argue with me. That's where I put it. Is this supposed to be like that? Oh, it's not. Wait, yes it is. Because that's how I have it downstairs. See? So I messed up. I messed up big time. There we go. Now I got extra birch wood. Yay! I also wasted a lot more oak by doing that. No. But this town it's really coming along. It's going to look great when it's all finished. This building, like I said, I'm not loving it. But I'm sure when it's all said and finished, and you know when it's all said and done and it's finished, I'm sure I'll like it. I need at least 2 birch colored buildings in this town. So I got 1 down. I got 1 more to go. 1 for each side. That's the way I'm looking at it. And then I don't have to, then I will tell myself I don't need to build anymore, because the whole reason why I'm building different colored buildings on Main Street is because, like I said in the last video, I want, you know, if you're on the street or if you have a friend that's visiting this town, you just tell them, oh, it's the birchwood building on the right hand side. You know, and they know exactly what they're talking about. There's gonna be 1 different type of building, color building on each side. So having birchwood 1 on each side is, you know, and you know, it doesn't look bad. Like, I'm sure when it's all finished with that chandelier back there, it's gonna look good. So I guess I really need some time to just warm up to it. My major problem is going to be these walls, these back walls. It's gonna be just empty. So I need to figure out whether I should add another layer of cobblestone to each floor, or what I'm gonna do, because it's gonna be boring if it's just all one solid color like this, like the floor, if it's gonna be all like that. So we'll have to see what I'm gonna do, but I will leave it off right here because another 13-minute video just gone by. Woof! But I will see you all next time.